Aloha Pisces, and welcome to White Shadow Spiritual Advising. My name is BriaBogatin, and today we'll be doing your monthly November tarot forecast. So you can check out your sun, moon, rising sign, or really any placement within your birth chart in regards to these videos. Down below, you can find information to my Instagram, my email. Also, if you would like to support my work, you can do so by sending me a tip or a donation with the links down below. Okay, Pisces, so just as an overview with your cards, I have to say you guys are going to be losing some friends this month and people in your inner circle. They might not be completely honest with you. They might not be the best of friends for you. But ultimately, I think that you guys are realizing that you have outgrown, or you are outgrowing a lot of the things around you, especially the people around you. And you're going to really want to start to distance yourself. Okay, so why am I saying that? Well, the first two cards you are receiving is the Death card and the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups, you can see this group of women. This is a card of like being like those around you, your inner circle, whether that's at work, your family, your friends, a chosen family, whatever it is. The Death card is a card of major transformation. This is also a card of the Great Surrender. And I always say that the Death card is actually the rebirth card, or a card of rebirth, because, we have one physical death in this lifetime, but we have hundreds of spiritual, mental, emotional deaths in our lifetimes. We shed layers of skin like a snake. We become anew again, okay? We have those moments where we crash and burn and we rise from the ashes a completely different person. We can even look different. You know how they say like women like to change their hair after a breakup? That's the energy of the Death card, because it's like that identity that you had in that relationship, you're not that identity anymore. And, maybe some of you actually relate to that in this situation. But again, I think for a lot of you that you have chosen different things for yourself, you probably have gained a lot more wisdom. It might be like because of all this craziness happening in the world that you see things in one way, and then you have people around you that see things in a completely different way, and it's just not equaling to what it should be. It's not giving what it should be giving anymore. It's like during this time in our society, there is a split that is happening, unfortunately, but fortunately, because it also goes towards the ascension of this planet. And you might just find that during this month, or you're really starting to realize, Pisces, that you may be on one side of that ascension, and your friends or your coworkers or a lot of those that you associate with may be on the other side of that ascension. And for those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then this message ain't for you, honey. Or maybe you need to look into the ancient prophecies. Okay? So the Death card, this is foretelling you that during this month, you will see that great change, that great transformation, that great transitions when it comes to your inner circles, okay? And again, some of you might find that your friends, like, that girl's a backstabber, and you didn't know it until then, but I do feel that for a lot of you, it is I'm ascending and you're not, pretty much. I am transforming, I'm becoming anew, I am changing, I'm getting my wings, I'm seeing things differently, and you're not. You are seeing things like maybe they're downgrading, maybe they aren't elevating in the way they should be. Their consciousness is stagnant. Okay, so then you are receiving the Strength card. This is a card of having strong boundaries. This card tells you to speak your boundaries, speak your truth, undeniably, unforgivably. I think that's how you say it. But do it tactfully, do it respectfully, do it with compassion, okay? Do it with understanding that not everyone is going to understand what you're saying, but that doesn't mean that they can't respect it. And that is where it comes in. This card is very much one of respect. This card is telling you that you're not meant to lash out at someone, okay? This card is telling you that it's not really your place to put them in their place. It's your place to say, this is my truth, this is how I feel, these are my boundaries, And that's it. And now I'm going to act on my boundaries. And if you don't act on my boundaries, then you won't see or hear from me. You know, if you can't respect my morals, my beliefs, my values, then you're going to notice that there's going to be distance between us, or that we can't be friends. It's that kind of thing. This is a card about taming a chaotic situation. This is a card about like putting the flames out. You know, this may be talking internally, because I have a lot of Pisces women in my life, and y'all really can check someone. And you guys have the ability to really hurt someone verbally, because you have that intuition to know where to really get someone. But that's not necessary during this time, okay? Speak your truth, but don't be judgmental. Don't be too opinionated. You know, because it doesn't matter. What matters is your sanity and you getting rid of these people that are no longer serving you. Okay, so then lastly, Pisces, you are receiving the High Priestess. I love this card for Pisces. Pisces have this and the High Priestess energy. You guys are very intuitive, very wise. The High Priestess is one of telling you that you don't know everything just yet, that there will be truths coming to the surface. So maybe it's like you start to distance yourself from these friends, and once you do that, you start to see their real colors. Some truth start to come out about them, or maybe you start to see how they actually operate, that kind of thing. And that I am sensing will happen for you towards the end of the month. This other stuff really should be happening. It should be in the process by the time you see this video, I guess, depending on when you see this video. The High Priestess is a very psychic, intuitive card. Make sure that you're listening to your signs and symbols from spirit, that you're using your body as a compass, as your navigator through this journey in life. The High Priestess is also wisdom of self. The greatest wisdom you will ever attain is wisdom of self. Okay, and the High Priestess reminds us of that. The High Priestess is like opening up a passageway for you. It's opening up a book to you, and she's saying to you, take what you need or take what you want. You know, what is it that you are inquiring about? The High Priestess is the unknown and being willing to step into the unknown, and so is the Death card. You know, this is that the black to the white, you know, the dark to the light, that yin and yang. Okay, you are stepping into the shadows, because there's something within the shadows that's going to be very beneficial to who you will allow into your life after this point. You know, the kind of friends that you take in, the family members that you know, mend fences with. Not all of those fences are meant to be mended, but some of them might be, and you are meant to have that person in your life. You're about to figure all that out this month, Pisces. So really pay attention to what you are being shown physically and spiritually, the thoughts that come to your mind, those, you know, coincidences, those deja vu moments. The High Priestess tells us that those things will be taking flight this month. The High Priestess speaks towards our past lives, the understanding that this might be a very karmic thing for you. Maybe not necessarily the people involved, but the circumstances and the patterns. This can be a generational curse, a karmic past life cycle. It can also be the souls involved as well. That's really up for you to determine for yourself. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that at that for you guys. I would love, Pisces, go get a reading. Come get a reading from me or whoever, because I think that this is a deeply spiritual time for you. Again, you're stepping into the shadows of your own being, and you're about to learn something really great, and at the same time shed an old identity, and you're taking on a new version of yourself. Okay, so many blessings to you all. I hope you have a beautiful month.